isolating the chest. All four postural points, shoulder up and back, tailbone tucked under, knees are soft, and feet are less than hip width apart. Okay? Now, let's start first with just doing shoulder accent. An accent is what? A hit, where you make an abrupt movement. So let's do it slow and do a count. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we want to speed it up slightly. We take it to medium pace. In that case, it is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we go to a faster pace, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember, as soon as I speed up the movement, the size of the movement, it shrinks. So while on the one hand we were doing this, now we go to 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you were to do anything faster than this, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This leads to a chest and shoulder shimmy. So you started with an accent which was 1, 2, 1, 2. Pacing up 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pacing up further 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pacing up still further to move towards the chest and shoulder shimmy. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is how you go from an accent to a chest and shoulder shimmy. It will become cleaner as you keep practicing. So don't give up. Start at this pace. Make sure that when you're doing this, the rest of your body is also not moving. Your hips are also not moving. So your hips are intact. That's why I have this dupatta, so that you can see against the background that my hips should not move. If they're moving, that the movement is not correct. So you go from here, and then you go to this, and then you go to this, and then you go to this. Okay? So chest and shoulder shimmy. Now let's talk about the chest slide, the chest lift and drop, the chest diamond or square, and the chest circle. So the glide is fairly straightforward. This is what you need to do. You start with arms by your side, feet are slightly further apart than normal, and now you just move to one side, move to the other side, move to one side, move to the other side, move to one side. The idea is to keep your hips in place. The hips are not moving. Just the upper body is gliding and sliding from side to side. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now slowly bring your feet where you would normally in your stance, and now we do the same thing again. All other postural points are in place. Then we do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Try and do this in front of a mirror or record yourself so that you can later assess whether your hips were also doing this when you were trying to move outward. It would be a slight modification, it would be a slight adjustment, because sometimes, yes, your hips would inadvertently, when you're trying to move in this direction, your hips would tend to slide the other way. So you have to constantly fight that movement because you just want your obliques to move. Okay, so this was chest glide side to side. Now let's talk about the chest lift and drop, which was this. You consider an imaginary piece of thread which is pulling you from this point. Again, tailbone tucked under, knees are soft, feet are hip width apart, shoulders are rounded and back. And this is what's happening. So it's a lift and a drop. lift and a drop, lift and a drop. Not your shoulders going back, just your chest. So chest stays in place, hips stay in place. Just effectively your boobs are doing this. But along with the boobs are your rib cage and these muscles. So they're doing this. So again, do a 1-2-1-2 count. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Speed up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You would almost never do it faster than that. But if you were to do it faster, remember the size of the movement is smaller and the speed of the movement is faster. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now we do a chest glide to one side, then we do a chest lift to another side, then we do a glide to the other side, and then we do a drop to this side. That's how you make your diamond. So you're thinking of a diamond. Okay, I clearly don't know my shapes, but you're thinking of a diamond or a square. Okay, so all postural points in place. Moving to the left, chest lift, gliding to the right, chest drop, glide, lift, glide, drop, glide, lift, glide, drop, glide, lift, glide, drop. Start from the other side, glide, lift, glide, drop, glide, lift, glide, drop, glide, lift, glide, drop, glide, lift, glide, drop. Now, the same movement, instead of being abrupt at 4 points, we're just going to join the points, the insides of the points. So we're going to make a circle. So I'll start from the left, left, straight, right and back, left, straight, right and back, left, straight, right and back. Same thing on the other side, right, up, left and drop, right, up, left and drop. So again, I'm just keeping my arms here, maybe you can see the movement clearer. Left, up, right and back, left, up, right and back, left, up, right and back, left, up, right and back. On the other side, right, up, left and back, right, up, left and back, right, up, left and back. Just a question of practice. Once you have the practice down, it will come to you. There is no way that it can't. First you do the basic practice of gliding and you do the basic practice of just lift and drop. Then once you start putting these movements together, nothing stops you. You can make the diamond, the square, the hexagon, I don't know. You can make everything from these movements. So don't give up. Keep practicing. I'm still working on it and I will keep working on it.